welcome back to our channel. Wolfen is not here right now because he's at work, and I'm home because it was a snowstorm today, so I decided to stay home just to be safe. Just a disclaimer, I'm not good at makeup. I'm not a makeup person. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just do stuff that works for me, and a lot of you guys ask like how I do my stuff and like what products I use, so I'm just gonna tell you all in this video. And if you have any more questions, just comment below. I'm also going to do my hair in this because I get a lot of those questions too. Okay, let's get started. So this is for my hair. I just washed my hair. I used the Dove Color Care shampoo. It's the one that's pink, and honestly I love it. I've been using it ever since I dyed my hair back in the day. I did balayage, and my hairdresser, he told me we should use that one because it's the best one, and we've all been using that ever since. I know my hair is not dyed, but I still like using that. I've used all the other ones, but it's my favorite one. Okay, so my hair is all combed out and it's still super wet, so I think I'm gonna wait until my hair is like dry. Okay, so I'm back. My hair is like half dry. So now what I do is, okay, so I'm just gonna blow dry it until it's like dry, but like not fully. So next, what I do is I section it. And I do this, and I just hold it, make it have no straight. Okay, so I section my hair. Sorry, my phone is just blowing up. So I section my hair, and I only straighten the bottom. Like I don't even touch the root. So also, I'm so bad at this. Okay, so the straightener I use is the GHD Platinum Plus. My mom got this again for all three of us for Christmas a couple of years back, and I love it. So I go a little less than the middle, and then I just go through it once. Push it in the back. I think my hair's still kind of wet. I just blow dried it. I don't get it. Okay, so this is my hair. Okay, I am back, and I've had some of your questions as well. Okay. First question I'm going to answer because it has to do with skin. They're like, what helps with like making your... Sorry, I'm nervous. Okay, what helps with making your foundation not cakey? I think when I exfoliate my skin before doing makeup, I feel like my skin looks 10 times better with makeup after I exfoliate. So I guess like do that. That would be a good thing. Again, I'm not like a makeup person, so I don't know. Primer I'm going to use today. So I'm just going to shake it up. Okay, it's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Primer. I love this primer because I have really dry skin, as I mentioned. So wait for it to dry because I feel like when I put my foundation on right after I put primer on, like my foundation goes streaky, so I want like my skin to like absorb everything. My my primer is synced into my skin, and as you can see, kind of, did it give me a glow? I can't tell. Okay, I think it did. I'm just kidding. You can't tell in the camera, but oh my god, this looks so bad. Okay. So now we're going to use my favorite foundation of all times. I have tried so many foundations, and this is one I always go back to. This is like the 5th time that I've purchased it, and it's honestly one of my favorite brands too. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. I used to use a beauty blender to blend it, but then Skin Nova sent me their makeup brushes, and I fell in love with this brush. It's just a flat brush, and I use this to blend my foundation in now because I love it. So you shake it up. Best foundation ever. I'm in shade 7, and every time I'm in a video, whenever people ask like what foundation are you wearing, it's always this one, like always. I'm gonna just add some on my thing. Yeah. Oh, so I think someone else also asked me what do I do first, concealer or foundation? Always foundation first. So what I do is I just dab some foundation all over my skin, and then I buff it in. This is like a light coverage foundation. I feel like you can't really tell like how nice it is on camera. Like do people like put more makeup on when they're doing it on camera so it shows up? Or maybe because I don't have like the professional setup for it. So I'm gonna put some on my neck because it's bothering me that it doesn't match. Yeah, as you see, like I completely avoided my under eye area. Like I don't even get near there. Just put a little bit because that's only for my so you can tell like the color difference now matches a little better. Hourglass, I think Vanishing Concealer in shade Apricot. I just started using this. I do really like it, to be honest. I hated it in the beginning. I was going to return it, but then everything shut down, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to suck it up and start using it. And then I fell in love with it. So I only put it right here, and then I put it like right here, and one dot on my eye. I do one eye at a time because I don't like when it dries. And then you just... This also happened to me with the Shape Tape, Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I used to hate it, like hate it. I'm like, this is the worst concealer. I don't understand the hype at all. But then I had no choice but to use it because I abandoned my other one, and then I started falling in love with it, and now I'm ordering it because I ran out and I love it. The difference, I think I don't do high coverage foundation, but I do like a little higher coverage concealer because I do have dark circles, or like they're not even dark circles, they're just pink, and just I don't like it. Before, after. I do really like this product, to be honest. I do love it. Wow. Now that I'm looking before and after, I do love it. And I didn't even use that much. It's all blended out. See, do you see how it's also like hydrating? It's not maddening. It's like the natural. Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. this is how I feel about it. And then a girl asked me, not a girl, sorry, I don't have the I'm using my phone to record, so I don't really have the questions on hand. But I remember the girl was like, your trick of maybe not creasing your under eyes. So what you can do is, like, sometimes I do this when I use a Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Look up, I pat it out, and I keep looking up, and then I take my powder and I set it. And I don't set, I literally barely, I only did one dip, and then I don't like baking because I feel like it suffocates my under eye and I don't like it, but you can see. I didn't even tell you what I'm using. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in number 2. It's medium. And one question was, what do I mix with my foundation, or what? I don't really know what you mean by mix, but if you mean like, I like mixing like primer with foundation sometimes, like the glowy primers I mix with my foundation if I want more of a like luminous glow. But the foundation I'm using right now is pretty luminous. The black one, this is the Sephora brand. Okay, my tip is, depends though. If you want your eyeliner to be winged up, then I would say go to your eyebrow, the end of your eyebrow. But me, since my eyes are kind of circular, as you can tell, they're not really like a good shape. I like doing it outwards, like out to my like temple, like this, not all the way up like this. So what I do is I go like up and look down, and then I wing it out as much as I want. So this is my wing. This is just a start. And I look at it, I'm like, okay, let's see. And then what I do is I take this. Okay, this is so easy to use. And then bring it in like that. So that's just the beginning. And you fill it in. So again, I put my mirror this low and I look down. It's for me, like I can see better. And then I just start from the inside and just make a line. Does that make sense? Did I do a good job explaining? To be honest, I'm not really good at this. Honestly, if you make a mistake, just use a Q-tip. Okay. I have used a lot of mascaras, but I always go back to the Telescopic black. Always, always, always. So what I do one eye at a time for this. So curl one eye, because my eyelashes are really straight. Mascara time. I'm the type to do like 10 different coats. So again, I keep my thing this low and I look down. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but this is just the way that works for me, because then I can squiggle upwards. I just keep going. It's probably terrible. Okay. That's my eyes. My Chanel bronzer, the Soleil bronzer tan. Okay, they say this color is for universal, but I feel like it's kind of light for me. But I still just, you can see it's so beautiful. And I don't, like, I feel like I don't need to contour because my face is kind of already contoured. I wish I had chubbier cheeks, but, and I just, do you see the difference? This side, this is this side. I draw my nose. My nose is so ugly. Oh my god. Okay. I wish I was going somewhere. Maybe I'll go surprise Rohan or something. Next, On Fire blush. This is what it looks like. It looks super light, but it's not. If you can see, just putting my brush in. I like to like blend it into my skin, so that's why I use a brush like this, and I just go like, see how beautiful that color is? I don't have to go. Yeah, see, it's blended. So people keep asking also what my favorite products are. I'm using all my favorite products in this video. I'll put all what I use into the thing. And I also put some on my nose. I put a lot of blush on because it goes away in 2 seconds. And then lastly on my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows last because I feel like sometimes if I do it before, a lot of products gets into them. Let's see. A lot of you guys have been asking what happened to my arm or shoulder. Maybe I should say that in this video. I used the Benefit brow pencil. It's the one with the angle, not like the straight one. And I used color 5. So in high school, my arm started going numb. And I was just like, it's like this hole inside this part was all numb. And I told my mom, and then we went to a neurologist. And we got some tests done, and he's like, oh, basically you have like an extra like bone or like something. He was saying it's a bone that started growing in my back. That's like the nerves were growing over it. And I had to like get surgery to like remove it. But at that time I was in high school. I was so sick of getting surgeries, and I wasn't really being smart, I guess. I was just scared. Not even scared, like I was just like so sick of being in recovery, like doing all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm just like not gonna do it. I started dating Rohan. I told him about it, and it wasn't like that serious, like whatever. And then he started noticing that things were getting worse, and like I started dropping things like out of nowhere. I would just like with my left hand drop something, and then I started to notice that the numbness was like growing all down my hand. So then I'm like, oh yeah, like it's fine, like who cares, like it's because the doctor said it wasn't like an emergency. It's like whenever I decide to do it. So like I didn't want to get more surgery done at that time because I think that before I met Rohan, the year before that, I got 3 surgeries done already. So I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. Like I'm sick of it. I want to like not be in recovery. But then he kind of not forced me, it's like not the right word, but he kind of encouraged me to be like, hey, like just get it over. I'm like, okay. So I went back to the doctor and did the same test, and then the doctor, he said, wow, this like, if it was me, like I would get this done. Like it's just better for you in the future. Like you don't know how worse it can get. So then I ended up just saying yes and getting it because I guess it was like the best thing for everybody. Well, I guess like the best for me, but I didn't want to do it, but I still did it. And then I used a spray. It's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. Line it, and then I use the Active Lipstick, and I love this color. It's kind of like the Pillow Talk, but Pillow Talk is kind of light for brown skin tone. So this is my makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.